We are live. We had a little problems with this Bledsoe, but looks like sound is on. We're live.
Okay, then we're going to call the Hamlin Conservation Advisory Board meeting to order. The fire exits are on either end of the hallway outside. There's an AED across the hall if it's necessary. If you have your cell phone pagers, please turn it off and mute it for the duration of the meeting. And Cheryl, would you call the roll?
Janine Clark,
Here.
Clark Mahaney,
Here.
Terry Whipple,
Here.
Louis Steven
Here.
with Steve Rutherford excused.
The first thing that you have on the agenda, Cheryl, is a motion to select a member for the chairperson of this board for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a motion for select the chairperson.
Is Steve gonna still be on?
As far as we know, yes.
So is there a
Then
nomination?
I'll go first to nominate
Nomination for Steve?
Yeah, and I'll second.
Okay.
Do we need to take a vote on that or just?
Yes, we do. Clark Mahaney, Janine Clark,
Yes.
Terry Whipple,
Yes.
Louis Stevenson.
And it's my understanding that this actually will be approved until the organization is.
It will not be approved until then, until the town board makes the motion. And then at the next meeting, we will make the board, make a motion for vice chairperson.
Thank you. The next thing on the agenda is approval of the November 27th Conservation Advisory Board meeting minutes. Anybody have any comments or? I have a comment. Cheryl, on the roll call for the meeting, you did leave out Lewis's name. He was listed that he abstained from the minutes, but you forgot to put him in attendance.
I will notice my own name up there. Thank you.
And also on page 2,
Okay.
if you go down to coastal erosion hazard area, that was not mentioned at the meeting and it actually didn't come up to the planning board until
Where is,
there's, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, highlight down coastal erosion hazard area. On page 2, are you on?
yes, I am.
Did you find the motion? Yeah, that was mentioned at the December 4th planning board meeting, so it hadn't occurred.
Coastal erosion was coastal erosion was already granted to the zoning board. But it hadn't, but.
Oh, okay, so it was granted, okay, but that did not come up at the meeting.
Okay, I have the notes on it, but okay. I'll take care of that, I'll X that out.
But can I add,
Yeah.
5678 to the referrals at the end of this meeting, and then I'll give everybody up to speed about what happened, even though it has not been granted by both the zoning and planning board.
It has been.
Right, but
Yeah.
I thought I would at least.
Oh, yeah.
Get everybody up to speed.
No problem, yeah, and because it was an unusual situation.
Right, and I understand that you were out for the whole week
Yes.
due to illness, so it was trying to get caught up. Okay, those are my only corrections.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just want to clarify, did you say that Lewis abstained from the
No, I said he was
approval?
not listed in the roll call, but then when we approved the minutes, she mentioned that he was there too.
Okay, so should it say it?
Oh, it should say abstain. There's
Instead
another.
of,
Instead of, I don't think I was here for this meeting.
no, you
No,
weren't,
you
you
That's
weren't
why
here,
this
so
is.
that's okay, yeah.
I we're in my notes, okay. Louis, under the approval for October 23rd, you,
Abstain. because I
Abstain.
wasn't
Thank
here.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy because you were out for the whole
I
week.
know, that was,
That's fair.
Okay, now that's it. Anybody see anything else?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes with the corrections.
okay.
Is there a second?
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, Clark Mahaney,
Aye. Yes.
Janine Clark,
Yes.
Carrie Whipple,
Yes.
Louis Stephenson.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There's my agenda. So the, public forum is open for the duration of the meeting, and I'll go right into the planning board reports. There was only one thing on the planning board agenda, which is what application I just talked about. It was, a conservation corridor development permit for Anthony Cutsworth at 5678 West Watona Beach Road. He was seeking a conservation corridor development to add a deck to his waterfront portion of his property. It's not attached to the house, it's actually, just behind the great wall. There was a letter of no jurisdiction from DEC, it's in the shoreline residential zoning district. Even though there was no one present to represent this application, because it had been previously presented to the zoning board to get his CHA, coastal erosion hazard area permit, the board chose to proceed with this request because all the documents provided were the same ones that were provided to the ZBA. So they did approve this type 2 seeker application, and the conservation board development was granted. And under discussion, the chairperson did mention that Rob Westcott had applied for the conservation board opening that will happen next year because Bud is leaving us, and he has been interviewed by the town board in the past, so let's see what happens at the organization meeting. And I also wanted to, Mark Ballerstein on the planning board also, he resigned, his term is up and he chose not to have it reinstated. And I noticed in the newspaper website news that there isn't yet for the planning board position. And that was the planning board minutes. The next thing on the agenda is the fishing advisory board. Normally Steve does that, but I do have the minutes, so I'll go down through the minutes and then note some of the highlights of that. November 13th fishery advisory board meeting. On the website update, the representative from Accountable Digital gave a presentation on the digital marketing campaign that ran from the beginning of March to the beginning of June. Prior to that marketing campaign, the website was getting maybe 10 to 15 hits per day, but during the campaign, it was more than 40 per day. And then after that period was over, they still have been receiving about 20 hits per day on the website. They're predicting, this representative is predicting in 2024 the same budget will get more reach as the tech work is done. There was a representative from Visit Rochester who reported that they're doing a reprint of the fishing guide. I have the old fishing guide, and we're doing a reprint of it with content updates to include launch sites, fish and illustrations, regulations, links, charter and guide listings, new photos, etc. And they're also changing the size of the guide to a rack card size, so it's easier to mail and it fits in a tackle box. So I'm assuming that it's going to be much smaller, narrower than this, and it'll be easier to distribute and handle. They will be printing about 5,000 copies of that. At the Sea Grant Charter Captains meeting, they discussed things that are possibly hurting the fishing industry. And one was the difficulty for younger captains to raise startup costs. Other topics included cormorants, dredging and low water levels, the size of the fish declining, and the lack of a plan to deal with a catastrophic failure at the Altmar hatchery. There will be a lake-wide conference in March of 2020. Those are the high points of the fishery advisory board. Again, there was no there was no ELC meeting, I don't believe there was, because it's not listed on the agenda, and if there was, Steve isn't here anyway, so. Clark, did you have anything from the town board?
No, that was last night, I definitely couldn't give me 8 minutes for that.
Okay, then let's go right on to, there is no zoning board report, because that doesn't happen until next week. So I think, zoning workshops is still done for the year. So the only thing that I have left is, just a short, statement from the Friends of Hamlin Beach. The Friends of Hamlin Beach will be hosting their annual first day hike on January 1st, 2024, from 10 a.m. to noon, something that's been happening for the last several years. It's just a kind of a beginning, almost like a New Year's resolution to get out and be active. People come to the park and they hike on January 1st. I don't have a place where people are to gather. If it's something isn't posted between now and then I would suggest they go to the park office and find out where people are gathering to start that hike. And that's all I have for reports. Do I have a motion to adjourn this part of the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn Fish and Advisory Board meeting. Not Fish and Advisory Board, but Conservation Advisory Board.
Okay, I have a second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Anybody opposed? Okay, and then as I requested with Cheryl, in the Hamlin Waterfront Committee, I did look at 5, 6, 7, 8 West Watoma Beach. This is Anthony Cotswood. He was looking for a conservation corridor development permit to put this deck within 100 feet of Lake Ontario. And we did get that after, at the last planning board meeting, as I mentioned. And I just wanted to mention that also it is in the LWRP. And in policy 11 of the LWRP, it states that the construction of non-movable structures will not be permitted in this structural hazard area. And this deck is not attached to the house, and in fact, the planning board was insistent that it be secure so that it doesn't move. But in any case, it can be moved, so it is consistent with policy. And that's all I have to say. Is there any further discussion on any issues? Cheryl, anything to add?
No, nothing to add. But that we're slowing way down. Usually had like 400 phone calls a day, and down to like 186. For the day, I didn't get one phone call. So,
Yeah, things tend to slow down.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's no further discussion and nothing else on the agenda, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Richard.
Okay, Lewis made a motion, second. Doug seconds.
okay, Clark Mahaney?
Pardon? Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your last one.
He's checked out.
Yes.
Carrie will vote.
Yes.
Lewis, do you know that? Okay.
My hearing aids aren't working the best.
Oh.
Everybody's something up.
Yeah.